of America's 250th birthday, let's go make this precious flag quilt. But first, always remember to share this so it will save to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. I started 2 flag quilts when I was at Missouri Star Quilt Company for my retreat, and both of them were from the same pattern, Grand Old Flag by Missouri Star Quilt Company, and both of them I sewed the wrong way. Well, not the wrong way, but not the way they intended for it to be sewn, because I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. I was busy talking. So I started with a 10-inch layer cake. This is Lighthouse, I think, by Andover. And this is a tumbler template. This is Missouri Star Quilt Company's tumbler template. It's made for 10-inch squares. Do you see how little waist there is? So I took my squares and my template and I cut out all of my tumblers. So pretty, red, white, and blue. And then I sewed them together. Well, the pattern is intended for you to sew them like this. So you lay this on here. Because of the shape that it is, it's a little bit wonky to sew. You lay this on here and sew it, and then you open it up and you lay this one and sew it, and then you sew all of your rows together. And when you sew your rows together, you have a straight seam. Well, guess who was talking too much and not paying attention to what she was doing and sewed them a whole bunch of different ways. So this is our stars, and these are the stripes that go next to the stars. So we'll sew those together like we're supposed to. So the way that the shape works, you have to make sure that your shapes line up. Like this is narrow and this is wide, so I needed the side that was narrow and wide. So when I lay them out, they'll work. Now, I'm just gonna line them up and sew straight stitch, 1/4-inch seam, back stitching when I start and when I stop, because my grandma said so. Okay, so here's the top of our flag, and see what I just did was right. I should have sewn all of my rows like this. I should have laid my tumbler square down, big end, big end, big end, big end, sewed them like this so that then I could lay them together and sew them down the straight side, pretty side to pretty side, like this, lining up the big end and the small end all the way down and sewing them. And that's what we're gonna do for the bottom of our flag. But I sewed the top of our flag already, and so when we sew the top and the bottom together, I told y'all I wasn't paying attention. We'll be sewing up, down, which is still perfectly fine. It's just not quite as normal, I guess. I don't even want to say hard because it's really not hard, but it's definitely not quite as normal. Now, this is the bottom of our flag underneath our stars, so we have to sew the rest of these, and that's what these are. We're going to sew these together because it lays out just like this. Hang on, let me see. So do you see this? I sewed this one, this one, this one, and this one together. This one, this one, this one, this one together. Now I'm going to sew these 2 together. Pretty side to pretty side, straight stitch, 1/4-inch seam. Now I want you to make your seams match. Whatever you have to do, pinch it, pleat it, or pull it. Because if you get off just a little bit, by the time you get to the bottom, you have one row that's shorter than the other. And yes, we're going to back stitch when we start and when we stop, because my grandma said so. We want to make sure we're putting our pieces in the right order. Needs a small piece. Okay, so we can put this one here, right? All right, so we're going to put this one here, pretty side to pretty side, straight stitch, 1/4-inch seam, back stitching when we start and when we stop. Okay, so now we have this. We want to make sure we have white, red, and I have one more. I think it should go on this end. I mean, if I did this right. Okay, so pretty side to pretty side, straight stitch, 1/4-inch seam. We're going to sew this one together, and then we're going to sew this set of rows to that set. And that's going to be the bottom of our quilt. Okay, so now we've sewn our bottom row of stars and stripes together. Now let's sew that to our top row. And y'all remember that in theory, you would be sewing all of this at one time. Meaning that if I had been paying attention, I would have sewn this entire row. And then this entire row, on and on all the way down. But obviously I wasn't. I was too busy enjoying my people and running my mouth, talking a little too much. And so I lost track of what I was doing, and all of a sudden I was sewing it crazy. So now I'm gonna sew this away, and when I get right here, do you see how that doesn't match up? I'm gonna lower my needle, raise my presser foot, and I'm gonna line up these two seams, and I'm gonna sew that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing as I get to every seam. I'm gonna stop, raise my presser foot, straighten it out, do the next one. Stop, raise my presser foot, straighten it out, do the next one, all the way down. And it'll come out just fine. It's just not as fast to sew it this way. But I'm the queen of problem solving, because if there's a problem, I promise I can make it. Picking out the back will be as hard as sewing the quilt. This thing is beautiful. Now I just need to decide, what do I want for the back of it. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.